Hey there, YouTube. Okay, so since the last time I took a video up here, all my apples were very tiny. They've grown a little bit, but the growth has been retarded by the weird seasons. I don't know if you can see it, but these apples on these two trees right here are ripe. This particular tree, most of the apples have fallen. They're already on the ground. They're done. It's already seasoned. This tree, they're just starting to get big. They're very small. That tree over there the apples are quite big, and they're starting to ripen now. This one all the apples are starting to fall now. Nothing is in sync. There's no rhyme or reason, but also the leaves are starting to change. I mean, you can see it everywhere. It's August 30th. Why are the leaves starting to change? You know, another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of leaves on plants and trees have been getting these very weird spots, and on my apples I have tiny black dots that occur in consecutive circles around each other. But everything is starting to die. It's just the way it is. Everything is starting to die, which is very strange for this time of year. Normally, we have right now is everything's peaking, starting to just peak, but everything is now peaked and dying, and leaves are starting to change. You look, this apple tree here has few fruit, but they're very large and peaking, starting to peak, which is right about where it should be. And this tree is same, but then that tree over there the apples aren't even close. Just the season is ahead of schedule, far ahead of schedule, as you know, I've noted before, but trying to keep track of all of this stuff. Now, I also want to talk about the elongated sine wave of the solar cycle. The solar cycle is 22 years. It's not 11 years, it's 22 years. It goes from minimum to minimum, and it's a 22-year cycle. The 22-year cycle includes the 11-year max, 11-year min. And now this sine wave that we are in right now seems to become longer and longer. And this is Bear Dog. Hey, Bear Dog. Bear, what are you doing? Hi, dog. I think you guys met Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Brandy, what are you doing? But anyways, the 22-year cycle seems to be elongating. That means the sine wave is getting longer, which means that it's no longer 22 years. It's been moving out for the past couple of cycles to even close to closer to 30 years or 28 years right now, which is now if anybody knows anything about the sun cycle, what happens is there are sunspots that occur, and the sunspots, there's a large number of sunspots, which is the maximum, a low number of sunspots, which is the minimum. affect the weather on Earth. This is very well known. My blackberry bushes. So what would happen if the cycle shortened or elongated? It would affect the weather here on this planet tremendously. It would not only affect the weather on the planet, but it would also affect my grapes. They're already ready. My grapes are ready, and they're very small. Very, very, very small. But very good. Very sweet and tart. What I'm researching right now is the effects of a elongated sine wave, because what effects would it have? It would definitely change the seasons, increase, decrease, destroy, change. It's going to do something. So, I mean, I'm not anywhere near done, but and again, this has been our weather here, just nasty, foggy, misty, and it's either misty cold or misty really hot. We'll take a look at these and then I'll end this. Otherwise, I'm going to be posting a video that's going to take 10 hours to get up. The solar cycle is definitely, now I don't know if you can see these spots right here, all over, all of the apples. You can see most of them occur in circular patterns. But look at the size of these things. They're tiny. These apples are tiny. You know, why so small? And well, this is our new world that we've come into. And something's very strange, and I'm sure a lot of the employed scientists know what's going on, but they are definitely not saying anything to anyone. But I think it has everything to do with the elongation of the sine wave of the solar cycle. Anyways, I'm going to publish a couple of videos today, so I don't know, like this, comment on it, tell me what you think. What are you thinking about this? If you know anything about what's happening here on this planet, what's going on in your area? Are you experiencing a change in seasons and a change in reality? Come on, dogs. Come on. Come on. Let's go. All right, guys. Enjoy your beautiful Thursday.